fight in the welterweight division, Brett OTERI versus Ryan Quinn. Our tale of the tape is brought to you by America's Navy, a global force for good.
You see the reach advantage of Brett OTERI, 6 inches. That is significant. Can Ryan Quinn get inside?
Dan Mergliata is the referee. The bell in round number 1. Tonight's fight clock is sponsored by Warrior. Family is worth fighting for. Warrior in theater September 9th.
You know, you talk about reach, and Brett OTERI moves right into Ryan Quinn's zone and gets taken down.
Brett OTERI is in the white and camouflage trunks. Ryan Quinn is in the black trunks. Jimmy, like you, Brett OTERI was a high school wrestler in California. Unlike you, he was a swimmer at the NCAA Division III level at Bridgewater State University in Massachusetts.
Yeah, swimming never really my thing. Not quite built for it.
Quinn wrestled at the NCAA Division I level at Sacred Heart University here in Connecticut.
His wrestling has looked very good so far in his fights in Bellator. He's very efficient. We saw here, nice single leg takedown. Good pressure too once he's on top.
When working to the north-south, he said, "I'm a very basic MMA fighter. I punch and I take down." This is OTERI working from his back. OTERI looking for a guillotine. Quinn immediately popping his head free.
No, Quinn, the shorter guy, shorter limbs, and that's all an advantage when you're on top. It's easy for you to generate punches for the ground and pound. You see here, transitioning to mount. Oh, good right hands.
Now OTERI gave his back, then took it away as he postured to his hip, now trying to sit up and through. And Quinn quickly going for the rear naked choke. That is tight. Very tight.
I think we're going to see a tap here.
That's extremely tight. Referee Dan Mergliata taking a really
No.
technical submission.
Good, in case he wakes up. I got you.
OTERI choked unconscious. Technical submission win just like that in round 1 for Ryan Quinn.
Him out, that's all. There you go.
And Ryan Quinn caught him, got it deep, and just cranked. You saw the hip pressure. He pulled that arm in tight, and just nowhere for OTERI to go. Another great job here for Ryan Quinn. I think Mohegan Sun is good for him. He's undefeated 3-0 here. Let's take a look at it. Got the arm deep. Wasn't a pretty choke. Didn't even have both hooks in, but once he got it, you see here that left arm sneaking under the chin of Brett OTERI. And from here, it's just a matter of hip pressure and getting that arm underneath. OTERI fought as long as he could. You see it here. Just fighting as long as he could. He was about to tap with his right hand and went out. Great refereeing by Dan Mergliata. Ryan Quinn, of course, ecstatic. Another beautiful job here at Bellator.
Ryan Quinn, just 24 years old now, 7-2 in his pro MMA career. This is a fighter mainly at 170, said that he would consider fighting at 155 if that got him into a future Bellator tournament. I think he's a young fighter to watch in this sport.
He certainly is, especially at 155. He's small for a 170-pounder. He'd run into much bigger fighters there, but he's looked good so far. He's a very talented young fighter.
Brett OTERI, before coming to MMA, was a professional bodybuilder for 7 years. He told me he thought he would really have the strength advantage, but Quinn showed so much strength in that rear naked choke.
It's all about positioning and technique. You can have all the strength in the world. If you don't use it properly, it won't help you. This is the proper application of the technique. Arm underneath, good hip pressure all the way deep. Yeah, no amount of strength is going to get you out of that, Sean.
Jimmy, as you pointed when we saw the replay a moment ago, and you'll see it here, watch the right hand of OTERI. He's going to tap, and the blood gets to his head. The elevator doors close, and he is choked unconscious.
Ladies and gentlemen, by way of a rear naked choke, there was no tap. Therefore, the technical submission comes officially at 149 of round number 1. The winner, Ryan Quinn.
It took him just 1:49 seconds to get his 7th pro MMA win. Victorious by way of first round technical submission, Ryan Quinn defeats Brett OTERI.